Bibbidi bibbidi bop, bobbidi bo. All right. So we are in Lens Studio 4.55. I believe this is the release just before a big one. And I have the scan template unchanged that I just opened, and I thought it would be useful to go through a little exercise that I'm gonna make a little helper lens for myself that uses this identify object script that they've got here with an asset to build something kind of useful, hopefully. So we're gonna just delete all of these other ones. Basic scan, tap for examples. Oh, print. Ooh, what's this? Maybe this is exactly what I want. Scan called, waiting for scan results. Ha! Yep, that's pretty much exactly what I wanted. It's pretty much doing it in a print statement. Okay, this is going to be much easier than I thought. Hopefully I can delete this and this. Hit this. Okay, cool. So we've got this script here. Um, print new, and we'll just call this print on tap. And then instead of printing to the console log, I'm going to add a nifty little logger. Uh, oh, it's now what? It's like a custom component. These are kind of a pain in the butt. Text logger module. I think this is the one that I used before that I liked. Yep, cool. Oh, I guess it still uses that new custom component. Whatever. Let's make it freaking white. I don't know why it's green. Um, Custom display. Yeah, I'd rather have my own custom display. So we're going to create a scene object here. We're going to call it screen transform, and then we're going to add text. Boom, now we got a screen transform. Going to add my own little custom font that I like. Bada boom. Okay, so now we've got this. Oh, got to put it on the orthogonal layer. Awesome. Give it an outline, give it a drop shadow, and now it doesn't matter if it's on something very, very white and bright or something very dark and black, you'll be able to see the text. Problem with the straight white text is that it's very difficult to see. So now and then they got this custom display component. So now when I drag this over here, the text on the bottom should, yep, well, it grabs everything, cool. So we got to make it right aligned. And oh, and it even hides the. That's great. Cool. Oh, so it does. Probably gotta. All right. And then we'll start at the bottom. And well, let's start here. And then this example usage is exactly what I want to look at. So they have this example usage. So this is going to be just some text logger stuff. So you can log to this thing here by just, global. Right now you can see that. Okay, cool. So now I want to take this print on tap, look at this script, and I want to change it from printing to the console log and get it on the screen. Because if the lens is running, it won't, can't see the logger. Um, Sweet. So on tap, event on tap, scan ready, calling scan script scan module, scan, scan type, scan complete. Cool. So we got on scan complete, brings it some JSON, blah, 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 print annotations. Cool. And so what I want to do is I want to display annotation, annotation, annotations I. So just same as this one. I'm going to copy this function and we're going to call it display. So we're not going to change how this works really. But instead of printing it, if confidence is above the threshold, cool, scan found. So we're gonna get rid of that and just display the name. But instead of displaying the name, we want to use this new global text logger log. So instead of print here, we're gonna global text logger log. Now, in addition to displaying there, we will have a display of it. And I think this text logger has a use studio.log. What does that do? So logs from device will show in logger panel. I will have to look into that later. That sounds interesting. So we're gonna disable logging. So now when I tap cookie, right? It says cookie down here, scan found cookie. But for some reason it's not working. I guess I gotta click logging enabled. All right, so I guess this logging thing needs to be enabled. And we'll get rid of all that. We can delete this. We don't need that. All right, so here we'll get rid of this. Hit refresh. Now when I tap, it'll log fruit, apples to the screen, which is pretty cool. Tap, we'll see banana, banana, fruit, awesome. This, all right, so now instead of tapping, so we got this print scan results threshold 70. That is cool. And we are going to, I don't want that caret, this caret that shows up. Because there's really no way to change that. You know what I could do is I could make it a bunch of spaces. If I do this, it should log it with a bunch of spaces. Now, right? Cool. And now I can just move this bad boy over like that. Cool. Now there won't be those spaces. And I actually want this to go from the top down like this. Tap, cookie, bring it over a little bit more. All right. Actually, we'll keep it there and bring it down. There we go. And now you tap, fruit, apples, excellent. So now we've got this print on tap results, which is, so this is a pretty great function. I really don't want to mess with this too much. So tap event. So I'm actually going to pull this all out and say attempt scan function attempt scan. I could just grab this, this last line, but I feel like this, what happens before it is probably pretty important. And so now a tap event, scan attempt. And then I also want to expose this script dot attempt scan equals attempt scan. Oh, script, spell script right. Attempt scan. Cool. And what does that do? It lets us create an event. So I want to like every event or every frame. I want to like I don't want to run this on tap. I want to run this um, like automatically. If that'll run 30 times a second and blow up the scan, it won't. It'll error a bunch because there's a rate limit. You can only run the scan every, I think, 1 second. And I could just make like a variable like last scan and increment it every frame and then check if it's. But I'm going to expose the script instead. Double check that it works. Fruit, orange, lemon, grape, cool. And I'm going to add so on scan complete, I'm going to actually run this and just kind of create a space. So it's just an empty space. All right. This will be basically line break. And so now something that's a pretty easy way to do like a loop every second is you do call this auto scan, and we're going to so we're going to take this print on tap result, and we're actually going to comment that out and do that through this behavior script. So tap event, call object API, just print on tap. Whoops. Why is that not working? Cannot pick object. Scene object. Okay, cool. So call function attempt scan on tap, and if I tap, it should call the API. Missing function. Attempt scan. Did I spell attempt wrong? There's not a function called attempt scan. There most certainly is. So I don't know why I can't just drag it over, but we'll do this anyway. So orthogonal print me, print a tap. All right. I should have been able to just drag that over here, but whatever. So now every time I tap, it will scan the results. And cool. Now what's going to happen is, so now instead of tapping, I want it to run on update, but I want to do it only after an interval of 2 seconds. So now every 2 seconds, it's gonna run the scan. All right, so every 2 seconds, it's gonna scan, which is pretty good. Cake, muffin, cookie, 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 cookie.